Hi guys, I want to talk a little bit about my choice for tech support for assessment. I thought carefully about one of the components that I need a little help with in my visual arts curriculum, and that would be assessment in general, more specifically critique. That's where students get together and talk about their art and the artwork of others, and they utilize key vocabulary, and we sort of unpack our learning target to see how successful or unsuccessful we were. So I thought about a place where we could work together online to do that collaboration, and I came upon OneNote Online, which is here through my research on lynda.com. And lynda.com was helpful. I went in there and just put in collaboration space in the top search bar. Um, and when I did that, this video actually came up, and the gentleman spoke a great deal about OneNote, which was good for me because that's a platform that's already supported at my school, and I knew I wasn't going to run into issues with security, firewall, blocks, and things like that. So I got in here and just started poking around a little bit, and it definitely looks like it's going to be a place where my students can post their artwork and then collaborate with one another and critique one another, and it'll serve sort of more than one function. It'll give them a place to archive their work, which, as we know, middle schoolers are not that good at keeping their work. I hoard it all in the art room and give it to them at the end of the year. So this will be another layer of archiving their work for future reference. But then they can also work together and talk and even revise and edit their work, which that catches Bloom's taxonomy. I mean, we get in there and we can, you know, hit all of those markers that we're trying to when we get kids to be critical and to make revisions and get them to, justify their choices, organize their thoughts, and it definitely falls in line with the New York State Visual Arts curriculum for 5th and 6th grade, which I have here. Under the refine category, it says that you want your students to reflect whether their artwork effectively communicates meaning and revise accordingly. And these are skills that are fundamental for the arts, but also extremely valuable outside the art classroom when they're doing writing and ELA. We're constantly encouraging our students to plan and execute and then revise and then go back. So if we can get them doing that in art and get them talking about that and doing it online with the aid of this technology, that would be wonderful. Down here under the other anchor standard for analyzing and interpreting artwork, same thing. They're going to, talk using their art words, is what I call them, about the artwork that they're doing, just being intentional and being able to be descriptive about the choices that they're making. So I do feel like this collaboration space will give my students an opportunity to do that. And the other reason this is a benefit for me personally is the lack of time that I get with my kids. So this can be something that they do outside of the actual art room, but as a requirement for the course. And maybe that's better because it lets them do it on their own time in sort of a place that's like a low pressure atmosphere. It's tough for kids to talk about their art, and it's extra tough for them to be thoughtfully critical of others. So this will give them that like extra buffer that they can use to do that work meaningfully for art class. So I'm going to do a little more work looking into OneNote Online and how they can upload their photos and how we can actually do the nuts and bolts of using that technology. But this is it for now. Thanks for looking.